Welcome, welcome, welcome. Some of you know me, some of you don't know me. I'm Dr. Kara Olson. This is my Shangri-La. This is our functional medicine department. So when you come in here, we have the most wonderful things that have gotten the most results on people. And some people really like certain things, they're very particular. And so if they scan this QR code, which you can zoom in here and kind of really get a good, right? If you QR code that, we can order things for you or send you a coupon link from FullScript, which is pretty amazing because we couldn't possibly cover everything in this whole book. This is my lovely team, Christine and Layla, and welcome to our tour. We have some of the best detox on the market, which you can become part of, actually have a wholesale account and share with friends and family. We have Urban Naturals. This is a really nice, cheap and easy, hey, let's get in and get something of quality, see if it works. So we like Urban Naturals Premium, super expensive, super formulated, super amazing, very, very, very strong. It's a combination of herbs, glandulars, and vitamins and minerals. So this is as close to nature as you're gonna get with high potency. Protocol is an amazing company. Again, very price effective, not the highest quality out there. However, very high quality for the price that they offer to you. They work very hard on sourcing, so we do have a little bit of, I guess what we call back order. But if you really want to try something and you're on a budget, Protocol makes it very easy. We love them. Superior electrolytes. You wouldn't believe how many people come in here and get cramps while they're being adjusted. This is unacceptable. I actually donate 3 to 10 packets of electrolytes per day because people are dehydrated or do not have proper nutrition just to get a body correction. So I'm getting a little concerned about people, and we stockpile these electrolytes to make sure that I can get my job done on the table without people going into panic, okay? We have herb tinctures. When we are at home and we don't feel good, we need to have properly preserved herbs. You can't go out and pick every season. Herb Farm's amazing. They're based in Oregon. We love them. They've done a great job of having that stuff here. This is our custom section. So you can actually fill out a form. And if you're having stress or emotions or can't sleep, sometimes we need time to process what's going on in our life, and it's going to take a week or two. But in the meantime, we need to get good rest. So we have custom Bach remedy formulas, which is homeopathy for stress, mood, and behavioral issues. Moms bring in their kids, vets who have post-traumatic stress disorder, and really high-profile entrepreneurs that are go, go, go. They don't have time for an hour-long acupuncture appointment and these types of things. It helps bring balance to the system so they don't crash, okay? So our custom is just, it's fantastic. We can get it in spray bottle. We have liquid herbs from MediHerb. So yes, we have herbs all the way from Australia. Some of the New Zealand and sourcing, they have different laws, so it's very pure, and that's everything. I would say if you want to save money, don't take anything unless you know that it's pure. So we really keep safe, effective, pure stuff, and some of it's weaker, some of it's stronger, and some of it is combined, okay? Welcome to the homeopathy section. This is my favorite. I'm just gonna give it a little hug, okay? Nobody really understands homeopathy and what it's for. Basically, these little tinctures, when you're properly diagnosed, I can go through and prompt your body to go back to what it was supposed to be doing. Life is so crazy, and there's so many chemicals and so many toxins and so many stress responses that hormones and chemicals block your receptors on your cells that are supposed to get a job done. So homeopathy reminds your body to go back and do it again. This is terrific. There are almost 0 side effects. 0.01 side effects. It's pretty freaking safe. If you're not trying this, at least once you're missing out. So love homeopathy. And this is, again, the custom section. So some people have 3, 4, 5 problems. Sometimes people have waited a very long time to come in and they actually have 5 problems. So we have to put 5 prompters together and we can make a custom blend. Very cool. Over here, we have our testing center. We do a lot of blood work requisitions to LabCorp. So sometimes we are not ready to give you supplements, or we don't know which kind is going to be perfect for you until we run some labs, okay? So we have kits here that are very exotic. You will not be able to get these through your primary. These are private labs. They do tons of testing that insurance refuses to cover no matter who you see. Answers are answers, and we need them. So we make it very affordable out of pocket. We get the answers. We have spit test, urine test, pH test, skin test, saliva test, blood test, fatty acid test, toxin test, gene test, stool tests, kidney, toxin, pesticide profile, chemical profiles, and pretty much keto and pH strips. So we've got a lot of information we can get on a very thorough exam to make some good decisions, okay? Here, we have Zymogen. Again, local company, high dose fish oil, so you don't have to take 4 of those big old pills. So what they've done is create higher concentrations of things in the pills so you can take less. It's been pretty awesome. They have chewable probiotics. We have the hormones that come in, medium dose, and enzymes for all you that get those mosquito bites that are too big. You know, it's very hard to find some of this stuff, or when I have pildered out into natural grocers in some of these places, it's a triple markup. So our prices are half because people aren't confused about what it is, right? So it's a high price item to carry. Here we educate you. So it's kind of nice to have. We really enjoy Zymogen. Quicksilver, we keep their binders. Let me tell you, detoxing's kind of inconvenient. We have lives, right? If I throw this little packet in a glass of water in an airplane, and I happen to breathe in mold from a leaky airplane door, this can already bind it out. That's pretty nice, right? So little packets that go in your water bottle. Quicksilver's made it pretty easy. We enjoy having those. And then of course, Nordic Naturals. A lot of people know Nordic Naturals is the bad mamma jamma of fish oil. Very high quality. They have stress for kids, kids calm, anxiety chewables, probiotic chewables, gummy fish, gummy sleep without sugar. You know, a lot of kids have, those are the top 3 issues for pediatrics, so it's really nice to have a whole line for them. We have sugar-free gum. We have the stress pearls, again, Bach, that goes along with our custom homeopathy. Sometimes we can't make a blend for you, but you can give them the little sweet sugar-free tablets, and the kids think it's a treat. It's a treat for you. So Bach's been amazing. Spry's been amazing. This is xylitol. You cannot let your dogs chew on this, right? So some things are really both good and bad, and you got to know when to use them. So keep this away from pets. We've got our T-Tox series here. We have a mix between Standard Process and Apex. These are some of the most leading brands in the entire supplement industry. I can't say enough about these 2 companies, okay? So Apex has whole food supplement. Put this in my coffee. I pretty much have a multivitamin and everything I need for my liver on a daily basis on a low grade. I have Hepatosynergy, which is a packet that will detox the liver. There's not binders in here. There's organ rejuvenators, so you can combo this with many things. Apex is very high quality. They partner with some of the best doctors I know in the country to really make headway with how they formulate things. So when you're looking for a master baker, because it seems to turn out better than everyone else's, it's the combination, timing, and how it's processed. It's the same with supplements, okay? So Apex has really got that down. You'll notice they're a little bit higher, like premium, because again, they're on the upper end and you get what you pay for. Now, bless Standard Process. I am a downtown Palmyra gal. This is my hometown they're from. I grew up there next to these farms. They put real glandulars in here. They're all about rebooting your neuroendocrine. So your brain makes a decision, your hormones carry out the actions. They're very, very, very well known for this. They grow good seeds on good land with good people. And I managed to get back to my hometown and check on them once in a while. Most are gluten-free, some are not, and they are the ones that have partnered with MediHerb in Australia. So if you're wondering, oh my gosh, what company do we use? Well, if somebody has a weak neuroendocrine, I grab from Standard Process. If Standard Process has some gluten in it, we'll grab a gluten-free through Apex. They're also very good at their blends and get some neuroendocrine. So one supplement doesn't work for everybody, and there are strengths and weaknesses to each one. They also have a lot of phenol and licorice in here. You cannot take a lot of Standard Process supplements if you have a licorice sensitivity, right? So we have also these little packs. So they have put everything you need for certain organs actually in a box, and they have a basic nutritional. You know how cool it is to just pull out a packet like your mommy made you at lunch? Because the number one thing people experience is inconsistency and the hassle. That's all I ever hear is, oh, you know, it's an extra thing in my day or whatever. So you open a box and you grab a packet, right? It doesn't get easier than that. It ends up being about $2 a day. It's absolutely not out of the question as far as finances. So very cool company. Love them. Love Apex. Thank you so much for these wonderful companies. Coming over here, we have the environmental and pretty much environment. Your body interacts with your environment all the time. We have topical probiotic beauty, right? So we have a nighttime collagen, we have retinol A, so you can get vitamins in the skin, and we have peptide complexes with hyaluronic acid. You can put it on your gums to get good bacteria in there and rejuvenate. You can put it on your skin, you can put it on injuries so that it heals faster. People don't understand we need good bacteria on our skin. You can't just kill everything on it and leave it there. Okay, we have a beneficial relationship with microorganisms in our environment. We can't just murder them all and expect them not to kick back at you eventually. So that's kind of why some people are, you know, having to detox. It's not optional anymore because they have found a way to get us. We have been doing too much antibiotic stuff. So here we go with the probiotics. We have probiotic hand sanitizer, probiotic spray for men. We have probiotic spray for women. Siani has made for women's health. I actually have my island folks spray it on their bathing suit so they don't get UTIs and infections in pools and public water. We have Megaspore. This is a great company. Again, they do a lot of seminars. They're very, very good at treating SIBO. This is for people with an intact colon. Strengthia also treats SIBO, but that's for people, it's already digested, and it's for people who have a really compromised colon. So you'll notice we have probiotics everywhere, and we use them for different reasons. Gaia is a very nice company. The Gaia Pro is a little bit higher milligrams. You can get Gaia like on Amazon. The non-pro version is just much lower milligrams. You got to be accurate with your diagnosis to feel confident to prescribe and recommend something at a higher concentration. Okay, so the Pro line, they trust us providers to make sure that we've got a really decent diagnosis. So we appreciate that, and we are able to fill in some of the herbs that we can't get through other brands. So we're very thankful for them. We have another probiotic by Hyperbiotics. This has been a high dose company. You don't want to take one probiotic, you want to filter through them. So diversity is key in microbiome. So you'll notice we have Protocol, we have Siani, we have Hyperbiotics, we have Strengthia through Apex. All these different companies allow you to rotate, right? A lot of people just order something, they get used to it and they take it, but your body will get used to it and just not do much with it because it's always there. So you gotta kind of trick up the body like a workout, make it work a little bit. It likes that. We have toxin-free face masks, toxin-free eye cream. We really like Lather. They're a Colorado company. Some of you know I practice in 7 states, and it's been really nice to support local companies that take care of all this. We have Pacifica, which is also in Portland. We have a local CBD company that does the bath bombs and all the lotions without intense chemicals, all organic, vegan ingredients. So you're not worried about glutens and factory. Lemongrass body butter. Let's see here. Oh, so nice. I just got back from Colorado. I'm super dry, so we're just gonna put some of that on. And for the teenagers, we got the Acne Defense by Pacifica. This is really nice. A lot of acne stuff dries out the skin and creates a secondary problem. They start getting eczemas and stuff because it wasn't treated right. It was just kind of covered up. So this starts creating a better microbiome for the teenager because it's aware of changing hormones. They did a very good job. We really like to carry that. Biocidin, you'll find this getting a lot of traction. Okay, there's a lot of people with what we call biofilms. This is a gang of bad bacteria, bad fungus, bad virus, and they live together like a bad neighborhood, and they start populating your body, and all of a sudden you have this diagnosis and this diagnosis and this diagnosis, and people are coming to me panicking. So we've got to get through biofilm. So biocidin treats biofilms. And then you got to find out where it is in the body. So we have the oral, the topical, the dental. We just go through, find out what's appropriate and prescribe. So really thankful to have these companies. Uncle Harry's, what would we do without him? Okay. Wow. So this company's pretty phenomenal. They're in Washington. They're all based on pH. Literally your blood needs to be 7.4 plus or minus 1 decimal point or you die. So pH is so important in the body, and we don't realize that half the stuff that we use at home as far as bath and body changes pH and creates the environment for the bad biofilm, for the bad bacteria. So it's one thing to put all the probiotics on, but if you're not creating the proper pH, they're going to die off and the old ones are going to want to come back. And then people get really upset because they ordered something and tried it and it didn't work. So that's how everything works, how baking works. You don't know how to make a muffin because you didn't follow a recipe, right? So you got to go to your doctor, get the recipe, follow instructions, boom, results. So I love these guys, and we utilize a lot of Uncle Harry stuff to get that toxic stuff out of your home. The cheap dollar store stuff, it's all chemicals. It's neuroendocrine disruptors. It creates a lot of problems, and we get people detoxed out. We have the detox clay for spa day at your own home. Again, the topical probiotic lotion, topical probiotic lotions, topical probiotic sun care, topical probiotic sun care. So people that have skin cancer in their family are worried about getting too much sun exposure, especially my island Maui people. This lovely cream, peripheral vascular issues. Okay, we've had a rampant increase in stroke and circulatory problems. And so those of you that are starting to get varicose veins, we have awesome cream for that here. We're very, very, very thankful for that company because the topical solution on top of getting inflammation down and out of the vessels in the body. Biotics. We love biotics. They constantly combine with also very intelligent providers like Dr. Ulrey. Dr. Richard Ulrey, love him. He's a mentor of mine. He has studied for years the top deficiencies in minerals and actually wrote a book on how every mineral shows up in every DNA code. It's actually pretty cool. So we love to carry his stuff. We refer also to him, but he speaks for biotics, and so we keep quite a few of their products. Liquid iodine, which stops infections, to DHEA, which is really helps menopause and some of the aging and energy issues. We have BioProtect Plus for people who fly. We have all the individual mineral complexes. You can't go to the store and find just molybdenum. What's molybdenum? So there's so many vitamins and minerals out there, and you can't just walk into a Whole Foods. It's literally not possible to find individualized minerals. And when we do our hair test, we find out what you're high and low in, and we correct it, and we repeat the test and see huge improvements in people. And let me tell you, it's really easy to biopsy hair. It's not easy to do blood draw. It's not easy to do $300 urine tests. It's not easy to go through $500 visits. So it's been very nice to have biotics. One of the last but not least is this lovely enzyme company. I can't say enough about them. So US Enzymes has a very heartfelt owner that has found all natural sources for some of the go-getters in your body, okay? And nothing happens in your body without enzymes. And all of the side effects that come from medicines come from an enzyme inhibitor, okay? That's pretty much a drug. So when humans make something, we make something that blocks an enzyme. That's an enzyme inhibitor. We have this amazing, ridiculous, right, graph of everything that goes on in the body, which is over here. And anytime you come to our store, you can literally look up where your enzymes have been inhibited. Blocked here, blocked there, blocked here, blocked here, blocked there. So on average, people have 50 to 60 blockages in one of the enzyme links. So to have a company like US Enzymes to bring the enzyme back triggers the process to get going again, and you've got the beer at the party. That's what we like to say. Gets people warmed up, back in action, And it's pretty nice to have a simple understanding. So this is not something you get at Whole Foods, right? The why behind what you're taking, which is really sweet. Hey, Maya. She knows where it's at. So in US Enzymes, we can, if somebody can't eat gluten because they don't produce the enzyme to break it down, it's right here. If there is more enzymes that are lacking in the kidney, people can be prone to UTIs. We have the enzymes here with things like medicinary. You know how important that is in gene. We have serrapeptidase. This zyme really helps break down inflammation in joints. So it's amazing what we have here. Nattokinase to break up blood clots. They use this in Japan a lot to really just, they don't have heart attacks. Okay, so we have gallbladder, liver, gallbladder, probiotics for skinny, selenium, liver, trace minerals, anemia, great multivitamin at a really, really good price. I actually found this price, so many different prices all over. It's been kind of a big deal. And last but not least, I don't carry this product a lot, Life Extensions. You can actually get it online. But this is one of the rare instances that I carry this. Phages, P-H-A-G-E, is a healthy virus that actually infects bacteria. Never goes into human cells. So people that have reoccurring bacterial infections really, really need a phage. Very hard to find. So we keep Life Extensions here. It's the only product we carry, but very important. And we rotate this. It's a probiotic, which is very custom. Basic enzymes and protein powders. You can actually dump this in your smoothie and have your enzymes. So the convenience for all of this is pretty amazing, right? And then we have our whole section of Aloha bars. Healthy, vitamin-rich snacks, so people who are waiting don't end up at McDonald's or in a drive-thru eating seed oils and fats, which I think we're having a pretty good understanding of why that's not doing well for us. So thank you so much for joining me in my lovely Medicinary. I love my little slice of heaven. There is something that really helps everyone here, from prenatals to chronic infections to autoimmune to debilitating levels, okay, and detoxification. We have been able to help pretty much 99% of people that walk in here with something pretty miraculous from local companies. So thanks for coming, and if you have any other questions, please email me at carachiro@gmail.com. It's C-A-R-A, Chiro, C-H-I-R-O, @gmail.com. And I would love to answer your questions. Knowing is half the healing. So I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for joining us. And if you do make it in, please do a little stroll, because you will see little demonstrations and educational posters all over the office. Aloha!